Okay, welcome to August 19th pre-market video newsletter. On Tuesday, we had a very active day on different stock. One we covered a lot is KNDR, but there's a few other stock that triggered. Obviously, they were not covered real time, but I did trade them. Let's look at this and we'll see the one that triggered if there's still time to get in. But I did mention them in the past newsletter in the last few days and telling you to watch them for a breakout or something, and some of them triggered. So hopefully you've set your alerts on. And if not, then in the next few weeks we'll have the real-time alerts on all our stocks, and this way you can get them. But right now I'm just focusing on KNDR because it takes a lot of time. It's done manually, you know, so it's not like an automatic system where I just enter alerts and then you could get the message. But that will come. So now the Dow, if we're looking at it right now, pull back. What is nice is that the market went up today for the Dow, you know, in general. We're just looking at the 15-minute chart right now, you know, and that shows resilience, but still we're still not back into the big momentum we had before. The same thing with the QQQ, except that on the QQQ, you know, we gap down. We moved up though, but we didn't close that gap down. So that's resistance there that we have on top. Now for the SPY, let's look at it on the daily chart. Trying to go fill that gap as well, which is positive. We'll start with KNDR. This stock, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I've covered it intraday, but I want you to understand that the fact that we reversed that candle today with big volume on it, this is a big push. I think we'll go through that. This is not, you know, that was, I guess, pre-deal, or it's no volume, just prints, and I don't really consider that. What I'm looking at is at this chart right now where you have a lot of volume, money is being committed on the stock. Was good news, so we'll keep following it, and we actually added some more today again and on the pullback yesterday, so we're ready for a good ride on this one, and I think we can reach our I-20s this week if the market stays like it is and things keep going. So KNDR is on your watch list and on ours if we're in a position, and if you have a position, just keep, you know, tracking it, and we've got a good ride there. TTNP is one very interesting stock that triggered. Not much of volume, but still, you know, it's been pretty calm for the last few days, and as soon as I saw this take off from yesterday's high, you know, it was a good re-entry. Not a big size yet, but still in it. UOMO is one that I was waiting for a while. You see, we've been tracking it. We had this little bounce. Now this restarted. The fact that you have a big igniting bar right here comes back down, and then you have that again. Now we should see some action on it, and we'll see how far we go, what happened. But if you have not been able to catch it real time, you know, I would wait and see if we can get something at 16.15. That would be a safer entry for you guys. But that's one thing to watch, and maybe we'll get a setup at higher prices when it comes. Okay, that's a type of play I would cover real time, obviously, like I said. BEHL is one that's very interesting. Stays in the same range, volume declining, but you know, we were able to take some yesterday, but at the same time I think that you know, I would have liked to see it go much stronger, but it stays in a tight range. So if you're in it, it's still fine, but track your lows as I teach all the time. AWSL keeps moving up. You know, it was on very low volume, though. That's my problem with that stock right now. But other than that, we're in the money. But you know, we'll hope that things, you know, or momentum gets a bit more involved in that stock. That's and that we can see some real liquidity coming up. FRNTQ, just showing you. I told you to get out if we break that low, and I hope that you have done it. You know, that was a sign that something was to come. Zeng, just quickly, increase on volume. We've got a bottoming tail here. That's a good sign. We'll see what happens from there. Don't know if I will be able to cover it real time tomorrow, but we should watch for some entry on that one if we make a new high on strong volume as well. NVSR, still the same trend that I draw for many days. Still under that, just cannot make it with volume and cross it, so we have the same verdict as yesterday. OPSY, same thing, except now we've got some form of bottoming tail, which is good. Declining volume, we'll see what happened with that stock. Definitely need some love to be able to turn. It's too bad because this stock, the gap here and the fact it just came back down, would have been nice to see it continue, you know. And anyways, we'll see. Big volume coming down, it's not a good sign for the short term, but we'll wait for a reversal. If we get the reversal, definitely I'll consider it. Okay. SPNG is one to keep tracking, a bit like TTNP. When it goes, it will go. Now the last one I want to show you, oh, there's one, NYMH. A lot of people talk to me about it. I can't, you know, I don't track all of these stock. This one is going up quickly. It's a bit tough to find an entry right now. We'll see if we can find one. If we do, then I will let you know. But it's 2 days of very strong volume, but then after that we need to find a safe place to be able to establish a stop loss and get into that stock with a proper entry. Now the last stock I want to show you is HURN. It's a bit tough for most people to trade that type of stock. I did take some position yesterday seeing this pattern. Was not expecting that it would gap like that, but that was a good trade, and it's not something that I cover with a lot of people because you need some you need to have some leeway and be able to endure some pain in some of these stocks. But I'll just go over the strategy that, you know, explain that type of potential, so you next time you see it you'll understand. This is a very big gap. A lot of volume happened on that day, then it comes back down, it starts to turn back up. We break this. The nicest way to get into this would have been to cross the $15 mark, as we said, but you can be very aggressive and use a 60-minute chart, and then you cut it as it comes in, and yesterday was fine, and then you get in the pop. The reason for it is this stock was oversold, was way too sold, you know, like way too much. And we could see a bottom being formed, and it's like a elastic, like a spring. It has to go back up, and it did full swing today. And now we'll see what happened from there, but definitely a good quick trade for aggressive traders. Okay, so on this, I wish you a great trading day tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, and we'll see you for Thursday. Thanks a lot.